Welcome to today's video. We've got a good one. So I've got the most efficient treadmill workout for beginners to burn fat. Now I'll call it the most efficient because we're actually going to use this treadmill turned off. We're not going to have it turned on. And if you might have seen in one of my previous videos, I did a dead mills workout. So we actually have the treadmill turned off and we're trying to jog, we're trying to sprint. It's kind of a beginner workout, an introductory way. But I've got a good 10-minute beginner workout. Treadmill is going to be completely turned off in today's video, so stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to skip straight to it. So if you want to just go ahead and get right into the workout, click that link down in the description or down in the comment section. You can skip straight ahead. But we're going to do a 10-minute workout. The treadmill will be turned off the whole time. So yes, I say it's for beginners. Maybe it's a little hard and challenging for you, but we got to start somewheres. And I call it the most efficient way to burn fat using a treadmill because the treadmill is going to be turned off. Too many times when the treadmill belt is moving, we're walking on top of that belt, right? Now, yeah, maybe if we're using an incline, that might be like the one way I like using the treadmill, walking an incline. If you've seen some of my other videos, the best follow-along treadmill workout for weight loss, we up the incline every minute on the minute and we're walking at constant speed. But today, we're gonna keep the level flat, no incline, but the treadmill's gonna be turned off. So you're doing the work. We're actually pushing our feet down into the belt and we're gonna be walking forwards and backwards. Now, I might recommend if you want, you can use like a little bar pad, or you might even use a foam pad, like a nice square foam pad, because we're actually gonna walk backwards. And some of these treadmills, they have like a little brick here. It's not too friendly on your back, but we're gonna be pushing the belt back. It's really gonna help strengthen the knees. So I just want a little bit of a cushion. So I'm just gonna kind of jam this thing in there when I'm walking backwards, okay? So we're gonna be walking for 10 minutes, all right? Forwards for a minute, backwards for a minute. We're going to alternate 5 and 5. That's it, okay? So grab your water bottles, let's get hydrated, and let's smash today's workout. So like I said, you can use either one of these foam pads, black, blue, whatever the color they got on the internet, but we're not going to use those. You could set it up against there, but for today's video, we're just going to use these bar pads, but I'm going to link the foam pads and the bar pad down in the description. So we're going to just get our 15 seconds on the clock. Arlo, you ready? You're going to stay here and help me out? Yeah? Okay. So 15 seconds on the clock and we are rolling. And then every minute on the minute, we're going to be going. So I'm going to get a little bit of water, going to get hydrated. Should have drank more water today. Something we can always work on, being hydrated. All right. So first move, we're here. We're walking. And we're staying onto the balls of the feet. All right. So we're onto the balls of the feet. And then what I'm doing is I'm keeping my arms a little bent. So just even by doing this, I'm engaging my chest and my shoulders a little bit. It seems easy, but you know, for some of us, this may actually be hard. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you can keep your feet flat. This is actually a lot harder. And so I'm hip hinging, I'm leaning forward, and I'm trying to push the pressure into my heels. I'm feeling my hamstrings and my glutes, but it's actually a little bit easier to get onto the balls of the feet. Now, you can lock out the arms, but you know, I would probably keep my arms a little bent because if I lock it out, then I'm kind of like all the way at the back and you don't want to do that. So keeping my arms just a little bent, I'm engaging my chest, my shoulders, I'm staying onto the balls of the feet. Now, if we were to actually run, that would be a dead mill, but we're not. For today's video, we're just walking. We're just staying onto the balls of the feet. Now, we're going to transition here in just a second. So grab our little pad, boom, we're right into it. And I'm just going to place this on my lower back and I'm going to sandwich that right there. Now, toe to heel. This might be hard, so you might actually have to stay down a little bit lower, like bring this a little bit higher onto the upper back, and we're toe to heel, right? If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're just more upright. You're going to put your hands on the railings here, toe to heel, and you're going to push this belt. Now, as you can see, I'm pushing my toe down, right? And I'm flexing, and I'm extending at the quad, but what I want to do is I'm going to want to get down a little bit lower. This makes it a little bit easier, and I'm toe to heel. And I'm pushing this belt. This may be hard, but that's okay because if we're brand new, this is like the most efficient warm-up. This is gonna get your legs burning like crazy. You are doing the work here. So these backwards walks, this is gonna be a little bit more challenging. So toe to heel, and as you can see, as I'm pushing my toe to my heel, I'm flexing. I'm strengthening the quads by literally extending that leg as I'm pushing this belt, okay? And then we're gonna spin it around, put this back, We're over forward, we're staying onto the balls of the feet, and we're walking it out. All right, so this is, like I said, it's in my opinion, you know, it's my most efficient way that if I'm gonna use a treadmill to warm up, I'd rather push and pull, because this mimics the sled. I should have said that at the beginning of the video. This exactly mimics the sled. And you know, lately I've been following this knees over toes guy, Ben Patrick, and he's really opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff. You know, I've used the sleds a lot in the past, but mainly I started following him because my knee got so jacked up. So right now, my running is like pretty much done right now because I'm not wanting to get surgery. So I'm trying to rehab it as efficiently as I can. And you know, 3 months ago, I was starting to run again, and my knee was aching a little bit because I tore the crap out of my knee. I need to really get an MRI and get it all checked out. But I am doing workouts like this to help rehab it, right? All right, we're back. We're going back into the backwards sled walk, or backwards treadmill walk. So we got that little pad, and I'm just using that to support against my back. Maybe your treadmill doesn't have this kind of thing there, and it might be a little bit easier, but I like a pad to support the back. So anyways, like I was saying, I'm doing a lot of this knees over toes, forward and backwards sled pushing, forward sled pushes, backwards sled walks. But this mimics the sled, and it's really good for strengthening the legs. And no matter how old you are, you could do this, right? It's gonna take a little bit of work. You might actually have to take breaks doing this. Maybe your legs are catching on fire, but that's the point. I'm trying to get your body just a little bit uncomfortable. And I'm already, you know, starting to build up a little bit of a sweat here. But I'm getting toe to heel, and I'm leaning back. You could get a little bit lower, right? A little bit lower does make it a little bit easier because the belt moves a little bit easier as you can push more weight into there. But you want to find that sweet spot, not too high, not too low, just right in a nice sweet spot. So we're back, we're pushing again, onto the balls of the feet. And if someone at the gym saw you doing this, they'd probably ask, what are you doing? But if you've never done this before, this can actually get quite challenging. I have a 13-year-old I'm working with. His birthday, I think, is November 28th, and he turns 14. But man, it's been a journey with me and Josh. And I remember when I was having him do this, even this, you know, it was a struggle for him. But now he's finally built up the strength. We're pushing a sled, doing dead mills. I'm trying to get him to learn how to run and walk and jog so he can play basketball. So whether you're 13 or 73, I have a 76-year-old lady I'm working with, and you know, she's making leaps and strides. We're trying to increase her hip mobility, and we just got to do work, right? So I'm gonna have her doing this exact warm-up, and if she's not able to push the sled with me, she can go in the gym on her own and do something just like this, right? And we're back. And listen, we're just going back and forth. It's a pretty simple workout, but you know, who knows if this video is gonna get a ton of views or not. But regardless, it's a great way to start using a treadmill. Look at this. I mean, it's so much more work. It's way too easy just to walk. Now, if you're like super brand new, maybe you're like, you know, dying right now, you might wanna try my beginner treadmill workout for weight loss, where we walk at a fixed speed and we just work on that incline. But here, I'm just really getting my legs to burn, right? I got my quads, they're all nice and fired up. And again, I'm toe to heel here. So I'm leaning back, not all the way, but slightly. Hands supported on here for support. And I'm just kind of trying to push, but staying onto the balls of my feet, toe to heel. Pushing. Again, I'm extending the leg, flexing the quad, right? Extension and flex the leg, flex that quad, pushing. All right, we're coming back. We're almost there, we're getting close. We're so close. We just got 4 minutes. We're almost done. So we're leaning forward, we're breathing. You should feel your heart rate being a little elevated right now. I mean, I'm in shape, but you know, my heart rate's up there a little bit. It's not too bad though. And again, the more that you do this, the better you get. You might even get a little sore from this. It's totally possible that your calves and your shins and your legs are burning. And you know, this is it's a great way to mimic the sled. So you're gonna start seeing a lot of different workouts on this channel in the future. I'm gonna be using sleds, weighted vests, but I tried to put as much beginner-friendly workouts as I could, because I will have, you know, I do have paid programs that you can do. My beginner bodyweight basics, for example, if you don't want to click around all of these workouts on my channel, you can check that out. I think the best part about it's all the accountability. in my Discord. That's a members only, 24/7 access. You got lifetime access to it once you join. You get a lot of support and accountability from my other clients and myself to help you out in your journey. So if you want to check that out, click that link down in the description. You can check that out. And it's got all sorts of good stuff, and it's got an easy follow to program. That's 30 to 90 days, 30, 60, or 90 days. I'll talk more about it in the program once you check it out, and can help you get in the best shape of your life. But we're here, we're pushing through, we're almost there. I'm not gonna lie, I know if I was brand new to this, like I can already feel my legs working, so you know, my hamstrings are burning a little bit. My thighs aren't too bad. I've naturally had strong quads because I did years of skating growing up. And if you're younger, I highly encourage you pick up a sport, whether it's soccer. I loved skating. I thought it burned a ton of calories. Biking even, go ride your bike, pick up some mountain biking, just get active because it beats the crap out of being on a treadmill all the time. I mean, you're here, we're doing this workout, but you don't want to do this all the time, every day. It's like maybe you want to go play golf, right? You know, if you're out there doing 9 holes or 18 holes all day, you're gonna burn some calories. You just gotta make sure you eat right, because I don't know how old you are if you're able to drink and do whatever you want. Like, people have a tendency to drink beer and eat sandwiches playing golf, and there goes all the calories you burn. But, you know, my point, what I'm trying to say is that you wanna have fun with what you're doing. So sometimes we do the work in here into the gym to get strong, to build our conditioning, but also it makes us better at our sport. So long story short, if you can find a sport, something that you like, that you love, that you enjoy, please do that. Because that way you'll have a lot of fun, you'll burn calories, and you won't even think about the work. I mean, eventually you're gonna get tired. Like when I go mountain biking, I get a little tired. All right, last minute, we're almost there. So we're putting this back, leaning back, or we're pushing. And toe to heel, we're almost there. Again, this might get a little bit more challenging. Like I said, if it's getting a little bit harder, you can sink down a little bit lower and lean back. It does make it a little bit easier. Push your hands into here, right? But if I stand up a little bit taller, now I have to work a little bit harder. Even if I'm bending over at the waist here, I'm really having to dig my toe into this belt. So you want to find that sweet spot. Maybe sink down a little bit more. Toe to heel, pushing this belt. But this is great. I mean, basically, you want to start getting in tune with your body. So I might use a warm-up, something like this, and then I can get straight into my workout. I don't have to foam roll or anything like that. But maybe some days my body's a little bit tight. I may start off with a foam roller and roll out a little bit and then go straight in my workout, or foam roll, dynamic warm-up. So, you know, there's different modalities to use based on how you feel, all right? We're done. So I'm gonna put this back, and that's it. So we're all warmed up, or we did our workout, okay? Like I was saying, different modalities. I might use something like this to get myself warmed up for a lower body workout, and now I can go right into my lunges, right? Or go right into my squats. Sit low into the squat, doing an alternating arm reach, right? I'm loosened up, I'm ready to go, I can start lifting. Maybe I might do a foam rolling routine first, like click this video over here, check out my lower body foam rolling. You might do that video first, and then get into this treadmill workout, and then use that, and then maybe do like one of my core routines. And I'll put my beginner lower ab workout here. I call it a lower ab workout because you're on a bench, lying down flat on your back, but you know, it's really gonna help strengthen your core, and you combine that with a nice foam rolling routine and a treadmill warm-up workout, and now you got your cardio and you got your core. And that's two of the main things that I preach a lot of my clients to do on their own, is definitely try and target your core and do a light little bit of cardio, right? Cardio is definitely the icing on the cake. It's not the main thing that you're gonna do. I want you to focus on your strength, okay? Focus on your strength training. We gotta be strong, right? And then focus on your nutrition. When we focus on our strength training, we want to build up our muscles. We want to make our body strong, because heaven forbid we fall or lose our balance. Especially as we get older, we might break something. And the life expectancy after that break is literally 2 to 3 years, because sometimes people become handicapped. They can't walk anymore. They lose the will to live. Now, I know it's crazy if you're watching this and you're like in your teens or 20s or 30s, but trust me, like I've talked with a lot of older clients, and you know, even people in my life, like as you get older, you lose people in life, right? They pass away, and it's unfortunate, but we want to live the most abundant and long-lasting life that we can. And so we've got to prioritize our health, number one, right? So maybe you watch this video all the way through and you're just eating popcorn, just watching me work out, cool. But I want you to start taking control of your life right now. So you got to promise me that you're going to work out with or without me. I want you to make that promise to yourself, not necessarily to me, but do it for yourself, right? You got to take care of your health, because you might say, oh, you know, take care of my family and blah, 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 but you can't take care of anybody if you're not able to take care of yourself. So you've got to take care of yourself. You got to prioritize your health, number one, because trust me, that's why I'm in business, because as people get older, they need help. They want to get in better shape because they neglected it. Like this new guy I'm working with, Keith, he neglected his health a lot of his life. Now, I'm not saying like that bad, but now he's starting to have faint and dizzy spells and losing his balance, and he can't really do normal walks. He's having to cut down the walks with his wife, and she's working out and she's walking more, and he can't walk as much. And it's unfortunate, but Keith, if you're watching this, like, we're gonna crush it, man. You know, even being 57, like your 60s and 70s, like we're gonna really enjoy that next decade of our life, but we're gonna start right now. We're gonna get in really, really good shape. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Again, my name's Frank. I'm a certified personal trainer. I help people feel, move, and look better through mobility, training, and nutrition. And also, please share this video with a friend or family member, someone that can benefit from this information, because I really have a strong message and I want to carry this out to more people and help people get in the best shape of their lives and help prioritize their health, focus on their strength training, focus on their stretching, their mobility, and their nutrition. And I can teach you all how to do that if you stay in tune with my content and follow along with my workouts. So again, I appreciate you. I love you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you in the next workout.
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but somehow they're much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to speak, but you'll listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret. I keep on working, I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on the flag. I sail this ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back. I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash. I'm like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen so fast. Never change myself.